Hi folks, hope you are doing well. In this session, we are going to learn how to make a stacked bar chart, and we will be learning how the various complexities arise, how to reshape your data, and how to make a stacked bar chart. So ready? Let's get at it and see how to do it. So the data I'm using it from the data.gov.in, okay? And the data is this. I'll share a link for this data as well so that you can use it, you can practice it, or you can download the same data file from data.gov.in. Now, this data is about the oil and petroleum employees, okay, in the public sector. So these are the various sectors, and these are the number of employees in various sectors. Now, using this data, I intend to make a stacked bar chart. So let us understand various challenges that may encounter while we create a stacked bar chart. First and foremost, if I see these are the various values or the number of employees for various years. In 2013, these are the number of employees in various sectors. 2014, these are the number of employees in various sectors, and so on. And the last column I see, it's the percentage share of total. So this column doesn't serve any purpose for me while I'm making the bar chart. So I would like to do away with this column. And at the same time, this is one row which is not essential for me, or it doesn't serve any purpose for me while making a stacked bar chart. So I like to do away with this as well. Okay. So in your Excel itself, you can eliminate these rows, but I would prefer learn how to do it in R as well. Right. Let us start with importing the data set. So I go and I make a import. This is a CSV file, so I'll import using from text read R. I import it from here, browse. It's in my downloads. So this is the table which I have downloaded. Okay, so you can just have a preview of your data. I will rename it. Just one sec. I think I have selected a wrong option. Yeah, this is, let me browse. This is in my downloads. Yeah. Okay, so I want to rename the table. Let us say I make it as a table. This is the name which I want for my file. I don't want to view it. I'll remove this view part from the code. Okay, it's not happening. So let me import it anyway. So I've imported it. So this is the data. Fine. So I can find this data in my environment as well. I'll clean my console. Yeah. Now I have my data. So the first thing, what I would like to do is I would like to check the dimensions of my table. Okay, so when I check my dimensions, it is 7 rows and 9 columns. I would like to remove the last row and column. So I would rename table is equal to, okay, so just take your table, the original data, and use this square brackets. And I would just take 1:6, comma 1:8. So now what happens, the new object that I use, tables, you can see over here, the new object has 1 row less and 1 column less. Okay. Now if I check the names, so these are the things. Okay. I have a sector and the various years. Okay. So the last column, that was the percentage of total and all, that is removed. Fine. So this was the first pre-processing stage. Further, now just see, if I wish to make a stacked bar chart using the same data, now the issue, the biggest challenge that arises is this data is presented in a wide format. Okay, and I would require the data to be in a long format. When I say the data is in a long wide format and I have to convert it into a long format, what I mean is, just see, the data should have been provided in this manner. Okay, so that would make it convenient for me. Now just say this is the sector, okay, and probably let us say this is the year. Okay, now the year should have been like this, and the values, okay, should have been presented in this manner. Okay, so fine. So it should have been in this way. So this is what is long format, and this is what is wide format. So I would like to convert this data from a wide format to a long format. So probably let us say when I convert this, I would like to have various labels for my columns. Like let us say, okay, I can label this column as year and this column as value. Okay, so this way I want this entire table to be converted. So for which I have a very simple handy tool in a package called tidyr. Okay, so let us start with that library tidyr. Fine. So I've used library tidyr. Now this will give me a very handy function called gather. Okay, now I would like to name this table as table long. Table long equals gather. Now whatever my earlier table was, okay, my earlier table was just simple table. Okay, now what is the new column I wish to create? That is year. The other is value. Okay, so these are the new columns that I wish to create. Now which are the columns which need to be melted? Okay, so I have to see which columns need to be melted and brought into a long format. So column number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. These are the various columns which need to be melted and made into a long format. So simply mention 2 through 8. Okay, now would I like to convert the relevant variables into factors? If yes, just go ahead and make it factors. Okay, factor underscore key is equal to true, let us say. So when I run this, now you have a table long which has got 42 rows but only 3 variables. Okay, you wish to see that, you can just check the names of your table long. So you have the sector, you have the year, and you have the values. Now using this data, I can now easily create a plot. Okay, now let's see. I will start with my library ggplot. This is the package ggplot2. Now this is the package that will help me to create my stacked bar chart. Ready? Now let's see how to do it. Very simple. Let us start with ggplot. Whatever is your data, that is table long. Okay, so this is my data. Now in my aesthetics, I do my mapping on the x-axis. Let us say I wish to take the sector. Okay, on my x-axis, I wish to take the sector. On the y-axis, let us say I wish to take the values. Okay, on the x-axis sector, on y-axis I have taken the value. Now what should I use for fill? Just visualize the graph. On the x-axis I have put my sectors, on the y-axis I get my values. Now I want the fill. Okay, the fill means the color that I wish to fill the bars or the columns. So I'll take the fill as year. Okay, so this is the basic syntax. Now I add another layer that would be, let us say, geom underscore bar. Okay, now I say geom underscore bar, and whenever you have geom bar, your stat equals identity. Okay, you need to mention this. So by using this, okay, now I don't get this function ggplot. I have written it wrong over here. Just see. So be careful while writing your functions. Now you have your plot. Fine, very simple. So this is a plot which is tagged year-wise for various sectors. Now just see, I have an issue, like I want these bars to be, arranged in a descending or an ascending manner. So how to do that? That also requires a bit of skill. Now, many a times, okay, before I get into it, many a times what happens is we forget to mention the stat equals identity. Okay, in order to avoid that also, you can do this way, like you can remove this. Instead of bar, simply put col, that is column. You'll get a similar graph. Okay, you get a similar graph, no change at all. Okay, so that you can easily handle this. Now, other objective is for me to arrange these bars in an ascending or descending manner. Right, now how do I do that? You can use a basic function within this geom call, AES, that is aesthetics. You have a cool function called reorder. Okay, I want to now reorder. Okay, on the x-axis, what are the things? That is the sector. I want to reorder the sector based on value. Okay, based on value. Higher the value or lower the value, accordingly I want to reorder them. Fine. So this is what reorder the sectors, that is on the x-axis, based on the value. So when I run this, now you could see now this have been arranged. Now you get a very neat looking plot which have been arranged, right, in a ascending order. Rather, if you want them to be in a descending order, just put a minus over here, minus value, and run it. You get the same thing in a descending order. Okay, so a bit of more beautification if you want to use, I want to give a title. Okay, so simply I'll use geom, gg title. Okay, whatever title I wish to give. So let us say a stacked bar chart. Okay, so this gives me a title to my graph, and let us say I wish to change the theme. Okay, so I can simply say theme underscore, I like the classic. Okay, so this gives me a very neat looking chart. So this is the classic theme. So this is what the final bar chart looks like, a stacked bar chart. On the x-axis you have the various sectors. On the y-axis you have the various values, that is the number of employees. Okay, and we have stacked them year-wise. Okay, these various colors represent for various years. Make sense? So I hope you might have found this useful. If yes, do like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so that you get updates of the latest posts. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.